process of buying property is called conveyancing. Okay, so that's when you're purchasing a property, when you identify it, when you then start negotiating with the seller, and then the whole process up to the point where the property belongs to you, and you register it you register your interest at the lands office. That entire process is referred to as conveyancing. Okay, so conveyancing and real estate law in Kenya. Obviously, there's quite a bit to say about this, but this is just supposed to give you an overview break. So when you start, first of all, what you want to do is to identify your property. Okay, you need to know what it is that's within your budget. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a family home? Are you looking for your first flat? Are you looking to buy a smaller unit, a studio? Are you interested in doing what I think one of the speakers was talking about, or both of them spoke about, some off-plan units, some of these processes that companies like Savo are doing. So first of all, you need to know what it is you're looking for. That depends on your budget. It depends on how much capital, how much money you have to start off with, what your savings are, how long-term you want to start paying for this. As an intending buyer, the first step in the process, you identify the property, okay? That meets all of your requirements, something that meets the criteria. And at this stage will entail a series of visits. So maybe you'll go see Patricia and she will tell you this is what we have on offer. This might suit you. So this will entail going to a number of sites, assessing these sites until you find a suitable property. So once a site has been identified, the property owner should then be approached and made aware of your interest in the property. And then this starts a series of informal discussions about that property. Now, this is the bit, I think this previous speaker was talking about, in terms of being cautious and doing your research. So in law, we refer to this as the legal due diligence. This is the process where you found a property, you like it, you're ready to put your money in. You want to make sure that you're not buying you're not buying air, okay? You're buying something solid, you're buying something sound, that the title that you've been shown is an actual title, that the person selling the property actually exists, okay? So we start by verifying the title. So the first thing that we would do is to ask the seller of the property, referred to as the vendor, to give you a copy of the title. Give you and your lawyer a copy of the title. So now the copies of the title are with the buyer's lawyers. You're the buyer. So the titles come here, and then we do what we refer to, the entire process is referred to as legal due diligence. We do a search. So we start off by going to the registry where that land is registered and actually doing a search on that title to confirm that the person whose name is on the title as the owner is the actual owner. So not just that, we want to make sure that that person owns the property, but we also want to make sure that the property doesn't have anything that we refer to as, that the property doesn't have restrictions, exactly. That the property is not what we call encumbered. There's nothing to stop you from buying it. There's no court order, there's no caveat, there's no caution, there's nothing on that property that should stop an intending buyer from being able to buy it. So we do that search, okay, and then the purchaser's advocates, again, that's your advocate, that's the one intending to buy the property, does the search at the lands office, confirms the property is owned by that vendor and that there are no encumbrances, and then we can start thinking about moving the process forward. So you've checked, the property is owned by who it says it's owned by, but the other thing that we want to also do is to, in addition to verifying the title itself, verify who the seller is.